The sea covers over 2/3 of the planet's surface. Yet we know more about space and the universe than we do about our own oceans. Between the states of Connecticut and New York is the Long Island Sound, a naturally protected channel into New York City used for over hundreds of years. The Sound's rich maritime history has played a significant role in the growth of our country. Join us as we explore its unsung residents and its forgotten history. Welcome back, folks. I'm Captain Dennis with Squalus Marine Divers, and we're doing a site east of Great Reef at a site called Dolphin. It said it was a wreck. The sonar looked promising, but it's really more reef than it is wreck. But join us for the dive. It'll be fun. Now, if we go back a bazillion years, they say that a glacier carved out Long Island Sound. And when I got down and I saw this rock ledge, that's the first thing I thought of. And here you can see the rocks look like they're sliced. It's like a slice pattern. But I'm no geologist, so don't take my word for it. But we're going to give this site a shot and dive the rest of it. I figure I'm in the water. Might as well keep looking. It's obviously not a shipwreck. These rocks shoot up pretty high. They come about 13 feet up off the bottom. And they're kind of jagged. And this is what Captain Neal would call some pretty nasty coconuts. So I'd watch it around low tide. Otherwise, you'll be in the market for a new lower unit or a keel for your sailboat. It's really interesting how the rocks are they're like cut like stacked plates. And some of them are loose. You can see here. You can see right here on the right. They look like they're stacked pieces of flagstone or something. And here we have a whole mess load of sea urchins. I don't know if you can eat them, but they hurt if you don't grab them right. Now, I haven't given up. I'm still looking for evidence of a shipwreck. And I find more sulfur sponge. And this stuff, which I'm still not sure what it is. But it's cool. It's just doing its thing in the current. A lot of current here, by the way. I mean, you can see a little bit of stuff moving around. Visibility is pretty good. It's about 10 feet. We have a big old giant piece of sponge. And I saw this little head sticking out of this shell. Can you see him? I didn't know what he was. So after the dive, I asked a friend of mine, and he said it's called the blenny. It's Blenny Youngman. And he lives inside little tubes and shells. Turns out this one blenny beat feet, got out of here, and there was another blenny inside, subletting the shell. So I guess there's a housing crisis down here. But they're cool little fish, the little giant eyebrows or whatever they got going on. And I don't even know if it's a fish. It's like a mud skipper looking. Looks like a mud skipper. Now we'll leave the blennies alone. And here I saw this little hole, and I said, let me look into this. Might be something. And after we fan some of the silt away, it's a brick. So I don't know why there's a brick here. There's nothing tied to the brick. I couldn't get the brick out from the rocks. Sometimes they use bricks as weights in lobster traps. Could have fell off a boat. I don't know. See, that's a brick. Awesome. On my way back to the anchor, I happened to see this. There it is. See it? I thought it was a plate or a silver dish, and I was able to get it loose, and it is a brass spaghetti strainer. No, it is probably a grate to protect things from being sucked in through an intake pump. Some people say it's a scupper to an old ship, but this is the only thing around here that makes me think that there may be a shipwreck called the Dolphin in the vicinity. And if this was kind of an intake on the bottom of the ship to take water in, the ship probably hit because it's dented and it's not a perfect circle anymore. So maybe the ship came through here at low water, wasn't paying attention, and clipped the reef and ripped that off. But here we are at the end of our dive, and we're heading to the next spot. So be sure to check us out at squalusmarine.com, Squalus Marine Divers on Facebook, and Squalus Marine on Instagram. All kinds of pictures there. So until next time, I'm Captain Dennis.